Welcome you to my channel, Excel Graphics and Multimedia. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can create a professional photographer business card using Adobe Photoshop CC. So let's get the tutorial started. So the first thing you have to do is to make a new document by go to File, then you click on New. So at this point in time, make sure you select your width to be 3.5. Then your height should be 1.75. The resolution should be 300. Then your color here should be CMYK. Then at the top here, you type the name of your design. Professional photographer business card. So once you are done with all your settings, then you click on Create. Having made a new document like this, the next thing to do is to set our build area. A very simple thing. The first step you have to take is to pick your guide ruler, both horizontal and the vertical of all the angles. All right. So the next step to take now is to go to Image, click on Canvas Size, then from the width here, type 0.25 for the width. The height also, type 0.25, then click on OK. So the next thing to do is to pick another ruler, both vertical and then horizontal. These are very much necessary steps to take when you are creating a standard business card. Right? So the next thing to do is to go back to Image again, click on Canvas Size. You can see here that our business card has been 3.75 by 2. Right? Come to this place, type 0.25 also by 0.25. Once you are done, then you click on OK. We have done with the layout setting of the business card. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is to come down to this place, create a new layer. Having created a new layer, then select your rectangle tools, then select any color of your choice, and go back to the rectangle, then draw and drag and draw a rectangle. All right. So at this point in time, you can create a new layer again. Having created a new layer, just to draw another rectangle at the top. Something like this. So you can change this color to any other one of your choice. So for this one, the outline color can be changed as well to this. Then the outline width should be 5. Good. So the next thing I'm going to do as far as this is concerned is to duplicate this inner rectangle by pressing Ctrl J. Having pressed Ctrl J, the duplicate one now, I will change the color so that we can see the duplicate now. Then press Ctrl T to open the transform tools. Press Shift key, Alt key, then Command to resize the shape. And once you are done, press enter on your keyboard. Okay. And press Ctrl T to open the transform tools again, just to drag it down. Yes. Once you are done, click on this check mark to accept it. All right. So at the top of this shape, click on the background layer, then select your rectangle tools, create a new layer. Having created a new layer, then draw another rectangle at the top. So this particular new rectangle, apply no outline color. All right. So at this point in time, I will now apply the necessary color I use for the design for all the shape. We start from the top shape to apply the new color. So double click the layer thumbnail. Having clicked on the layer thumbnail, then you type the color code. The color code for the top shape was 4D, 4C, then 4C. That is the color code for the top layer. Press Ctrl T to open the transform tools and drag it down. Press enter on your keyboard. Then go back to the background layer, which is this yellow. Right click on it, select blending option. Having select blending option, then select gradient overlay. Good. So once you are getting to this place, then make sure that you position you choose the color. This particular color is you can see the color on your screen. The color code here is 7C7B79. Okay. Then this one also. Here is the color code. Then once you are done, then you click on OK. Then change the angle at this point to 27 degree. Once you change everything to 27 degree, then you click on OK. Go back to the rectangle shape, remove the outline shape. There's no outline. All right. So now the next step to take now is to click on the black background. Right click on it. Select blending option also. So having select blending option, select pattern overlay. So at this point here, so press Ctrl plus on your keyboard to zoom out the entire document. So now at this point here, the scale of the pattern, I'm going to increase it to 55. Good. Having increased it to the 55, then the opacity also should be 100. No. Have to turn down the opacity. Then you click on OK. Then click on the layer thumbnail. Then you change the color. The color code for the pattern is 4D, 4C, 4C. That's the color code, and you click on OK. So the next step now is to go back to this layer. Then right click on it, click on blending option. The dialog box will pop up like this. Select gradient overlay. Then having select gradient overlay, turn your position back here. Turn the position backward to minus 152. Okay, minus 153 is done. So the next thing you have to do is to click on OK. So at this point in time, we have done with all the layer settings and all that. So the next thing we have to do is to go back to the pattern shape, then right click on the rectangle shape, select ellipse. Having select ellipse, then you draw another ellipse. You create a new layer and draw ellipse shape. So I have to delete this one. I don't like it. We'll create a new layer again. Click on the ellipse. Then draw another perfect ellipse. Good. So at this point here, double click the ellipse thumbnail. Then we change the color code. And you click on OK. So at this point now, the next step to take is to type all the necessary information for the card. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go to ellipse layer. Having select ellipse layer, I will now pick the image I use for the design. And I will drop it here. Press Ctrl T to open the transform tools. Shift key, hotkey, and command key to resize the image. Then press enter on your keyboard. So at this point now, I'm going to power clip this image into the ellipse. Right click on the image layer, select power clip. Good. So we have the image. Right. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to start to type in the card holder name. Having selected the text tools, then for this one I'm using Roboto as my font style. Then it's going to be Roboto black. Then the font size is 12. Then the card owner name. Having typed the card holder name, press Ctrl A to open a light key. Then from the menu bar, select your color to be white. Then once you are done, then you click on this check mark to accept it. Now I'm going to position the card holder name so I have to adjust with your arrow key. Just move it up to the top. The card holder position. Go back to your text tools, then type the card holder position name, Creative Director. Alright, so once you are done with your typing, then you click on OK. Then I will now position it here. Then the card holder name will be moved to the top. Okay, so the image there, I'm going to readjust it. Okay, so everything needs to be positioned. Just moving it with forward arrow key to move. All right, I think I'm good with this position. So the next thing I'm going to do is to type the company name. So you go back to your text tools, then type the company name. The company name is Excel Graphics and Multi. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to press Ctrl A to highlight everything, then change the text position to center text. Then the font size, I'm going to change it to 11. Then the color, from the menu bar, double click the color thumbnail, change it to white. All right, so the down below name here, I'm going to press Shift key and my downward arrow key to highlight it separately. Then go back to your text property, select black. Good. Once I'm done, then click on the pick tools. And next, I will now drag it to center here. Good. So the next thing I'm going to do as far as this